Okay, so the seeker is an illusion, basically. This means that no one here is really seeking. It's a dream, it's a fantasy, if you want so. It's an energetic fantasy. It's an energy. The seeking dynamic is an energy. It's not who we are. It's not, well, we aren't anything in that sense. But within the seeking dynamic, it feels as if that's who we are. I am. I am that. I exist. I am. I'm lacking something and I'm on a path towards something greater. And that's a dream. And it's the only dream, if you want so. And of course, all the aspects of it. There seems to be, there only seemingly, there seems to be a whole world coming out of it that's only experienced by this me. No one else,
Yeah, I know.
no one else, nothing else takes notice of that. It's in the end only the me experiencing itself and living in this in its own world of separation and being on a path and doing and not doing. It doesn't have access to the natural reality. And then in the natural reality, everything is just happening, including ourselves, so to speak. We also just are what seems to be happening. And as that, we are whole and complete and total and full on. There's just what seems to be happening, including us, and that's full on, total, but also empty and meaningless. This appearance doesn't have a goal, or it doesn't have this one goal that the person is dreaming about fulfillment, moving towards something greater, moving towards personal fulfillment. In that sense, this doesn't have a goal. It's just itself. There's just what seems to be happening, and that's only and exactly what it is. So all attempts to become a fulfilled me, the seeking, basically, are part of that dream. In that sense, no one will ever attain an experience of fulfillment. No one needs to. That's the freedom that we talk about here. No one needs to. It's already whole and complete. What happens, what seems to be happening, including us, is already whole and complete. There is no need to attach an additional fulfillment to it, which would just come out of this illusion of being unfulfilled anyway. Nothing is missing. So it's this. That's the natural reality. In that sense, there is no teaching. In that sense, one can't teach anyone to become fulfilled. There's nothing in this world which can teach that. It's not special here. It's not that this meeting especially is a non-teaching. Nothing has the capacity to bring about a fulfilled me. Teachers may be trying hard. The seeker is trying hard to get rid of the seeking, to go beyond itself, to become a fulfilled, enlightened me. And it fails and fails and fails. And that's okay. That's natural. An illusion can't win, if you want so. There's such a freedom in that. There's such a freedom in that. And such a love that becomes apparent that it's already the case. So, just like everything else, I also can't help anyone to become fulfilled. There is no one. What we can do apparently is talk about the illusion. We can talk about what's seemingly in the way and expose it as illusory. And this may sound like a promise to the seeker that we can do that, but of course, in the end, it'll just turn out that there is no one. Mm. Good and bad do not exist as such. Mm. Yes.
Good evening.
Hi.
Um, uh, my question is, when the illusion of cause and effect is seen through, how can there still be a participation in society, which seems to be so built upon this idea of cause and effect? Is it just a non-issue and things just appear?
Well, in a way, cause and effect do are what seems to be happening. The only illusion is that there is someone who can consciously cause an effect and that this is real. Otherwise, it's just what seems to be happening. Not sleeping enough and being tired the next day. That's what seems to be happening.
And there's still maybe the connection made. Oh, I didn't sleep enough. That's why I'm tired. Or,
Oh yeah, but well, it would be a part of the appearance as well to have that thought or that knowing, that apparent knowing.
but
Yeah.
it can never be known why I'm tired. Even it
Well, the thing is unknown as a total. What
the
being tired is, well, this whole thing is unknown.
the whole thing of is
Yeah.
unknown. Yeah.
Yeah.
It when I talk to you, there's always reaching the point where just nothing makes any sense anymore. But it's still somehow nice to talk to you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Uh, okay, thanks.
Thank you. I mean, this message, what we talk about here, can't be realized in that sense in the appearance. That's the thing. You can't pick out being tired and then say, not know what that is. The whole thing is unknown, all of it, as a total or as a whole.
When I listen to your words, it's I can hardly follow the sentences, and at the same time, it just feels like the unknown is just somehow swallowing swallowing me up or something.
Yes, yeah, I mean, I'm not talking to you, so you trying to listen and understand, that's really a very futile and exhausting attempt. So I don't suggest to follow my words.
That's so okay. Yeah,
If at all, but that's saying too much. Just drink it.
yeah. I cannot succeed and not fail in this.
Not at all, exactly. Mm. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's how it is. well, well, basically because you are not real.
Andreas,
Yes.
hi.
Hi.
In the blind appearance of Andreas, I assume there can be apparent backward reflection over apparent time.
Yes.
What about apparent self-reflection, can that arise?
Yes.
But it's not taken to be anything.
Well,
Or
the self, or what this self-reflection would refer to, is the body in the end. It's not self-reflection in terms of the me and its story of personal choice and what I could have done to be more fulfilled and what would have been better and stuff like that. But of course, there can be a reflection on one's behavior.
the question of the word presence comes to mind. So it's not taken to be a I mean, it either is or is not a physical presence. So it's not felt as, or it can feel like a physical presence in some way.
Well, that would also just be what seems to be happening. But, everything in that sense is 100% present and 100% absent at the same time. That's what real and unreal means. And within that, the body can sometimes feel more present or less present. What never really happens is an experience of this inner I am presence. This sense of I exist, that's illusory.
So would you say that self-reflection is illusory?
It's real and unreal. It's what seems to be happening. But when there is the illusion to be someone, self-reflection would refer to this: why am I not fulfilled yet? What can I do? What did I do wrong? How could I have been different? And this collapses.
So in that sense, it's the same as every apparent phenomena,
Yes,
real and unreal.
exactly. Yes. If I'm too late every morning and this starts bothering me, which would all be what seems to be happening, at some point there might be a thought process starting: why am I actually too late every morning? But it would just be what seems to be happening. It's impossible to describe because, of course, instantly the person will somehow personalize it. When I say it like this, the person will instantly say, see, you are someone. Oh, no, there isn't anyone who's doing that to become more fulfilled. It's just what seems to be happening. Not in order to go somewhere, not with the assumption that being on time in the future would bring about more fulfillment. It's not coming with a need. The person would attach the impression of need to it. I need to find a solution. I need to self-reflect. So in that sense, even self-reflection isn't free anymore in the personal world because it needs to serve a purpose. And the person thinks, I need to do it. And I need to actually, again, it has the impression to go beyond it as quickly as possible. It can't just happily self-reflect. For no reason. It again tries to use it for itself, for its own fulfillment. And already it's burdened and pressured and all of that. And if it hasn't come to a conclusion yet, it wants to keep it going and again starts pushing and manipulating it. Or at some point, if it goes on, it feels bothered by it, burdened, so it wants to stop it. Stop the thoughts. What's in the personal world, what happens in that sense can never just be what it is. Though it's still happening, but it's not that the person has a big influence on that, but it thinks it has. Mm.
And that has to be so intimately woven in with a sense of doership.
Exactly, that's the thing. That's what we talked about before with William. William, the person has no clue in that sense what's personal and what isn't, because in a very funny way, it takes everything personal. We in its world, everything is kind of connected to itself. It can't understand how, for example, just because we talked about it, there can be something that looks like self-reflection without there being someone. Because all it knows is it experiencing it or doing it. All it knows is I'm there and I'm playing a part in all of that. So in that sense, one could say about liberation or about all of those things, just first collapse and then see how it is.
Andreas, hi.
Hey,
Um, so when we talk about this personal world and which is world of separation, the world of interaction and relation, uh, is it in that world also there is no self identity really?
yes,
There
it's an
is
illusion.
no
It's a,
there is
it's a
no anybody also in that world,
yes, exactly. There's just
and
this apparent illusion happening for no one.
that's the illusion happening for no one.
Yes,
Yes, and that illusion of a story, it doesn't also belongs to the body in that way. It doesn't
no.
somehow
Well,
it's
it
not,
seems to be, it experiences itself to be in the body, but the body has the
the
body.
body doesn't know anything about it. It's just doing what it's doing. The
You know,
story,
one could say so, yeah.
yeah. So in that sense, the body is free from this story.
Well, everything is free. Everything is free by being what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, the illusion in that sense is also free to be what it is.
But how? As I feel like I have the feeling of a picture of a story, and simultaneously I don't feel inside somehow, but also not anywhere else. And also that story and that picture, it doesn't, it's not the, so it's some like that story and that picture, and which is without identity. Uh,
I'm not getting it.
yeah, really? Okay, okay. Because okay, I cannot explain it maybe.
Now, maybe all of what you just share is what seems to be happening.
Hmm. Okay. Okay, I will think about it. Maybe I find better words.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the words were quite good. I just
Yeah,
there's just
yeah.
nothing to get in that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Andreas.
Hi, hello.
Hi. Did you say that in this conversation, the illusion can turn out to be an illusion?
Yes.
And but there is no, I guess, is it correct that there is no understanding how that is happening, so to speak? It's rather energetic. An
Yeah,
energetic
and it's an
point.
appearance. It would only be what seems to be happening.
Yes. It would be only what seems to be happening.
Yes. It
And
would be again an undivided part, an undivided part of this appearance.
yes, and it would be not understood. It would be not clear, I
Well,
guess.
well, it wouldn't happen. It wouldn't be understood by someone.
Yes, yes. And my feeling is that these kind of conversation, it doesn't lead anywhere. Is that correct?
That's correct. Well, they don't lead to the one thing that the person is hoping that they would lead to, personal fulfillment.
Yes. So they also don't lead to liberation. They have no connection to whether something or anything seemingly collapses or not.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, they don't. Well, they aren't connected to this, but they're also. It's also not independent.
Mm.
All of it just is an undivided appearance.
All is an undivided.
Exactly, experiencing oneself to be someone, coming to these meetings, the collapse of the me or the non-collapse of it. It all would just be what seems to be happening, and it's neither connected nor independent.
Mm. And it feels as if we are talking about, because you also just used the word would. So it feels as if we are talking about um, conjunctive, like a
Yes, there is no, yeah, there's the natural reality. There's also only would, maybe, apparently.
yeah,
Nothing is certain in that sense,
yes.
in the appearance.
Hmm. And you also don't understand that, right? It's like you don't have a, like whatever you respond, it just comes out of that body's there, so to speak, in a way. It's not a premeditated uttering, isn't it?
Well, it's at least not coming from someone.
Hmm.
But of course, when you say it's the body saying it, it's also kind of intellectualizing it
Okay.
and diminishing it. It's wholeness. It's
Hmm.
just what seems to be happening. And apparently it's coming out of there not being anyone.
Mm.
That's what seems to be happening. That doesn't make it better or well, it seemingly comes out of this illusion having collapsed.
And I feel a kind of a immediate resonance with it. It's but it's a subtle energetic thing. It's not like in this whatever that is, that conversation, it's like unfolding, so to speak. Yes. Yeah, anyways.
Yeah,
So maybe that's
what seems to be happening. Yeah.
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 But I could also continue. There's also the sense, maybe that is the seeking. There's a sense that I could ask you almost a hole in your belly, like questions and questions and questions and questions. Yes, that's probably part of my seeking, maybe. I don't know.
Well, it's basically what the seeking is doing.
Mm-hmm.
It just goes on seeking.
Yes.
And in a way, it's always asking energetically. It's not about
No.
on the surface, so to speak, constantly asking questions. But the seeking is kind of an energetic question mark, and it just goes on and on and on until it collapses.
Mm.
So, of course. And it'll never lead somewhere in that sense. It'll never lead to what is hoped for. That one day it'll be the last question and you get the right answer, and then you'll become a fulfilled me, or a me which has arrived. That doesn't need to seek anymore. But seeking energy will just go on, never arrive. It'll just be exactly what it is, seeking.
Mm-hmm. And I can also feel that there is no judgment. It's nothing is saying, oh, this should not happening. It's not, I can feel that energetically it's not said, oh, seeking should not happen or something.
No, it's wholeness. Obviously, it is what seems to be happening. So it's yeah. Yeah, there's no one and nothing which could set anything against it, and needs to. Yeah, this is it. The thing is, when I say this is it, it's also not pointing to a deeper reality. It's literally this. That's what seems to be happening.
Yes.
It's just absolutely incomprehensible for the person that this is supposed to be it. But that too is it. It being incomprehensible to the person is what seems to be happening, is whole and complete, and there is nothing and no one who can do anything against them. Just is like that, like it or not, so to speak.
Thanks.
Thank you. And in that sense, it's coming out, but that's also not wrong. That's what I mean. That's what seems to be happening. But it's also coming out of a rejection of what seems to be happening. In a way, the me rejects itself. I shouldn't be seeking. I should be something else. Yeah, but you aren't something else. You are an illusion that's made out of seeking. So maybe if I accept that, no, you are an illusion that seeks. Sorry. Well, I don't want to be an illusion that seeks. Yeah, all right. So, good luck then. or whatever. There's just no answer.
Andreas, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Hello. A person, it feels so serious. It feels so real. But I never met myself.
Well, that's true.
Yeah. So how can I be so convinced about this person?
Well, that's in the end, there is no answer to it. That's the mean thing about it. It's just what seems to be happening.
Okay.
That's it. Just yeah. Also, there, the person in that sense cannot escape from itself. The person can't see that it's just an illusion or that it's not real. This feeling is the sense of realness. For no real reason. I
No.
don't know why or how that works. And that's
But
another
sometimes,
thing. That's another thing that in the conceptual world of the person doesn't make sense. But
no.
it just is like that.
Okay. Yeah, and sometimes it feels like a failure.
Yes, because of course, yeah, of course, because when I say there is no one,
Yeah.
the person translates it into I should somehow be able to
Yeah.
see that I'm not real. I
Yeah.
should somehow be able to not take myself seriously.
Yeah.
So again, it's suffering from its own conceptual understanding about this. Well, that's not what I'm implying. I say
No.
it's impossible for you to, in a way, separate yourself from yourself and see that you are illusory.
Yeah.
No, no.
Okay.
Yeah. In the end, that's again a question of the seeker that will not be answered.
Mm-hmm.
Andreas, you say there is no one, but when I'm an illusion, how can I feel so real?
Yeah.
And it's the same question like, who am I? What am I really? What's really going on?
Yeah.
Which will never be answered.
Yeah.
But again, I don't say this for you to understand this in order to stop, for you to stop seeking, because you know that there will never be an answer.
Mm-hmm.
There is no answer to the seeking energy. It can't be anything else than what it is until it collapses as a whole. And this collapse will not bring about a fulfilled me,
Yeah.
which of course is unconsciously hoped for. Oh, the collapse will save me.
Yeah.
The collapse will make me fulfilled in the end. But no, it's just a collapse of that dream, that there
Yeah.
is someone.
So it's quite normal that this answer is to me it's frustrating.
Oh, totally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I
Yeah.
mean, it's as frustrating as the life of the seeker is anyway. But
Yeah.
I understand it's a bit like there's a bit of a spotlight on it here in these conversations.
Yeah.
But it's the seeker's natural reality
Yeah.
to try to become fulfilled and to not be able to.
Anyway, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I mean, the great freedom that can happen within these conversations or for anyone is the turning out that this answer was never needed.
Yeah, that's
So, but sorry, that's maybe not too comforting right now, but I gave it a try.
Andreas, can I try the second time?
Yes, please.
Okay. I wrote it down because I'm struggling. So I'm just wondering, is it like, is this true
Oh,
or something? Okay, but I'm just gonna ask it. As long as there is a feeling of identity in the story, it will feel as if this identity is referring to the body.
what?
Like
No.
when there is a feeling,
As long as there's the sense of I am, which is what you would call identity,
yeah, in the story,
it wouldn't refer to the body, it would refer to itself living in the body.
it will, it
It
would,
would refer to itself. The me would refer to itself as a me. But of course, it would feel connected to the body because the person would think I'm living in this body, so it's my body, and it's
yeah.
somehow me.
And everything and everything what happens in the body in the like whatever happens will continue that story.
Yeah, it would all feel personal.
Everything will feel personal. Yes.
Exactly, including one's own body would feel as if it's belonging to a me or owned by a me.
Hmm. And everything which because this story is like interpretation of me, my interpretation of the world. It feels like I invented everything.
Yes,
And
especially the sense that your interpretation is real and that you are doing it, that it's yours.
yeah, that's the thing. I don't feel it as real as I felt it.
Yeah, that's possible. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, it might become
And in
obvious.
that sense, I don't feel I am and my identity in the story. I feel
It
that
turns out
I'm,
that it's rather an empty story or an interpretation, but not your truth anymore. Yeah,
yes.
I would totally. Yes,
And I feel totally like disoriented but by, because I don't know, there is no direction anymore
absolutely.
from
Yeah,
that step.
because for the me, one's own story and one's own interpretation of the world seems to be a guidance.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah.
totally. Oh, yes. Yeah, yeah, it is like that. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
once you start to not believe your own story anymore, it might feel quite lost.
Yeah. And now I don't know what to do because because when you have that story, you're using your body. I
Yep,
will say
exactly.
body. You're using your body to finalize that story and do something or to give the back like result from environment or from your body. Or,
Absolutely. Yes. So just like the me is trying to use everything, including its own body and thoughts and interpretations and story and functioning. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so you
S-
feel lost.
Yeah, so in that sense, in that sense, I'm asking the body when there is no identity, is when there is no that self that I am, that feeling of I am is free. In that sense, the body is free from all of that.
Absolutely. Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's only the I which feels, which is the sense of imprisonment. The body doesn't care. The body doesn't care if it's driven, apparently driven by the I or not, or if the I tries to use its interpretation of the world or not. Or
Yeah,
yeah, the thoughts don't care if a me tries to use them or not. They just are what they are, thoughts, a thinking brain, inventing stories.
okay. That was my question. Hey,
Yeah, great, cool. Now
great.
I got it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Now I feel like I'm in some kind of a desert, totally disoriented.
Yes, that can happen. Yeah. Yeah, it's a kind of you being thrown back onto yourself. And the methods, the toys that you were playing with, the methods that seemed to work for a while, believe in your story, trying to use the body, trying to use your narrative about the world, it just doesn't work anymore. So now it's just you feeling lost, no guidance anymore.
Yeah, and
Or
then
using your own stories about the world as a guidance.
and is it possible that I can hear someone when somebody else is talking from the story? Because then I feel like I have to act my body as if I'm in their story. Something like that.
Yeah, that can drop. I know we do that. That's what seems to be happening at times, but it's also allowed to stop.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks. All right, so I think we're there. Well, we are not there. That's what I meant with we are there. So there is no one. There's just this timeless, undivided appearance, which is whole and complete. It's everything. It's 100% present. It's total, while at the same time, it's empty of reality. It's empty of meaning. It's empty of it being a personal world. So it's 100% real, and it's simultaneously 100% unreal. That's just how it is. It's this. That's what we talk about. Sitting in front of a screen, breathing, and waiting for this meeting to end in order to get up and finally be able to go to the toilet or whatever. So,
Can you read my mind?
well, I can sense it. It was in the air for some people. All right, so it's this. Thanks a lot.